Hey guys, hey, welcome back to another video. I know some people might not be into this, I don't know, a lot of people honestly aren't looking forward to a Toy Story 5, but I mean honestly I don't know what to think either. But in this video, I'm actually wanting to do a prediction video on what they could possibly do with a Toy Story 5. I know, so again, some people might not be, into the Toy Story 5 thing, but it's happening, because Disney at this point is focusing on a lot of sequel movies. I'm probably not going to be doing this a lot because Disney has got so many sequels coming out. So I'm probably not going to be doing this a lot. But I figured, hey, Toy Story is a very popular movie. Well, I guess so is Frozen and Zootopia. And then this is the Enchanted or whatever that movie was. And they're making a third movie or something of it. I think that's what it was. I don't know. It's that movie with those witches and stuff, and all that. I don't know. But they're making a third one, I hear. I don't know, or I saw they were making a third one. I don't know if they still are, but I don't know. But I figured, why not do a prediction video on Toy Story? I'm not doing a prediction video on the other ones though because again, I had not seen Frozen 2 and all that, and but I've seen enough Toy Story movies where I feel like I can do a prediction video on that. So I figured we'll do a prediction video on it. So, yeah, but before I do that, remember to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And now, let's go ahead and get into the video. I'm gonna do a prediction video on Toy Story 5. Alright, so for this video here, I want to talk about characters we could possibly see in this movie, and what the story could be about, and I don't know, at this point I kind of don't really know much more to talk about, but maybe I'll think of some stuff on the way, So yeah, currently right now we have 4 Toy Story movies and 2 Buzz Lightyear movies, but we don't talk about the second Lightyear movie because that was a complete disaster. It destroyed, it did destroy, but it more so, well I guess it kind of did. It kind of put the other movie in the shadows a little bit. It ain't available on Disney Plus and all that. Basically, Disney was trying to make that movie look like it was the real Buzz Lightyear movie, the one that Andy watched, when it clearly wasn't, and they basically, they took out all the things that made the original so much fun. But, we'll go ahead and talk about, this. So, anywho, so let's go ahead and talk about that. So, first we need to go off, for Toy Story 5, I want to talk about things that were announced. Apparently, they talked about how apparently Buzz Lightyear is going to return. So is apparently Woody. Which, by the way, if you don't know the 4th movie, Woody left at the end. He left to go with Bo Peep at the end. I know people were mixed on that movie. I personally did not like it. I did not like the way it sounded like a good idea, bringing back Bo Peep, a fan favorite character, but they went in and ruined her character and many others and made them all unlikable. And they brought in new characters and made them annoying too. But yeah, for me, I did not like it, but I know some people did. It was very split, it really was, but yeah, so basically they're bringing back Woody, so I guess Woody's going to return and all that, and I don't know, honestly, at this point, I guess it kind of, something, I don't know what could happen, honestly, at this point, Because if Woody's gonna return, I'm not sure what will happen, honestly. Because honestly, I think it's obviously gonna take place in the future, because the fourth one took place a few years after or at least 1 year. I don't know how old Bonnie was in the third movie, but I know she was in preschool. So in the fourth movie, she was in kindergarten. So it's obviously going to take place a few years afterwards. I think what could happen is what could happen is we could see Andy return, because there's rumors that Andy may return. So I mean, Andy honestly has been in every single Toy Story movie. Every single one, even the fourth one he's been in. He's been in the fourth one too. He was actually at the beginning of the movie. And say what you guys want about his redesign, but I could tell you guys my thoughts on it, but I already did a review on the fourth movie, so if you guys want to check that out, you guys can. I actually went and reviewed every movie from Pixar, so yeah, even the newest one. I'm thinking about going back and re-reviewing it, because I want to talk more about it. I haven't decided yet though on that, but I'm thinking about going back and maybe adding some stuff to it. I don't know, because that's what I do sometimes. I redo reviews either because I messed the video up or because I have more to say about it. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about doing that. But yeah, there is talk that Andy is returning, which if that's the case, that would be actually interesting. But honestly, I think though, if he does return, we might see his kids. He might have kids or something. He might have kids of his own. So I have a feeling what might end up happening is maybe they might bring Woody back, and we might see we might see Andy return. We might see him return and all that. And we might see his kids. Because we do know that Woody is returning. We know we've confirmed that. Like they mentioned he's gonna return. But I don't know if if Andy's returning or not. But I have a feeling he could, because there are rumors he may end up returning. There are rumors. But I could totally see him returning, because like I said, he played a big part in the Toy Story movies, and all that. He played a big part. And he wasn't in Toy Story 4 that much, but they did show him in the backstory of showing where Bo Peep went. Like I said, in Toy Story 4, I still don't know why they didn't have her in the third movie. I don't really get it, but they didn't have her in the third movie, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I can see Woody returning. Like I can see, I know Woody returning and seeing Andy again. That could be kind of cool. What I could totally see happening, honestly, is Andy having kids, and maybe at the end of the movie, Woody could end up going back with Andy. Honestly, I can see that. I can see that kind of happening, honestly. Like, he could just go back with Andy. But I don't know. I don't know if that would happen or not. I'm not sure. Like I said, we don't know if he's returning. But we know. But I feel like I've talked enough about Andy and Woody. Let's talk about Buzz Lightyear, because after Woody left, basically Andy, well, after Woody, basically we had Buzz, he was supposed to be the leader. Woody was apparently the toys. He's supposed to guide the toys and all that, but apparently for some reason the freaking doll in the fourth movie was the leading the toys, which is kind of stupid, but that kind of destroys Woody's purpose. But again, like I said, I talked about that in the fourth movie. Yeah, you guys can tell exactly why, like I said, I did not like the Toy Story 4 movie. It was definitely like a dumpster fire. But I don't know. But I don't know. But like I said though, I mean, they did have the doll and all that. But basically, Buzz went back with him. But honestly, I want to talk about him because Tim Allen is supposed to return as Buzz Lightyear. He's supposed to return. He's supposed to return as Buzz Lightyear, which is cool because he has not been Buzz Lightyear since since Toy Story 4. Because I think there might have been some shorts too. I can't remember. I don't know if he was in these shorts or not, but there was like Forky shorts and all that. I know he was not in Lightyear. Apparently, I don't know. There's kind of different stories, honestly, about Lightyear, like why he didn't return. Some people think that Disney didn't call him in to voice Lightyear because I guess they were trying to make him this Lightyear stand out compared to the toys, which is again upsetting because it doesn't make it feel like Lightyear. Buzz Lightyear himself, but there's also rumors that Tim Allen didn't want to return because he had issues with Disney behind the scenes, which I don't know if that one's true because he is still being Santa Claus, so I don't know. But I just know that I hear he didn't like the movie at all. He did not like it, so I don't know. But the fact that they're bringing back Tim Allen, that's good because I don't mind other people voicing Buzz Lightyear because we've had Patrick Warburton. Yes, Patrick Warburton. The guy who voices a lot of crazy characters. I mean, I guess they're not all crazy, but he does voice a lot of characters who act dramatic and stuff. He's like, there's like the officer from like Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. There's that, and then Joe Swanson is kind of acts all cuckoo and crazy and all that, but he does voice like characters like in open season he voiced like this deer who had like a few lines and stuff, and then he who was just saying, and then he voiced this wolf, like our schnauzer looking wolf, the Hoodwink movies. So he's voiced some insane characters, and then he voiced Buzz Lightyear in the cartoon show. But he did not voice Buzz Lightyear in the movie. That was Tim Allen. So I don't know. But the fact that they have, that I don't know. It's just kind of. I don't know, the fact that he's returning is kind of cool, because I think Tim Allen did one of the best jobs voicing Buzz Lightyear. I don't know all of them, but I know Tim Allen's got a good voice. Patrick Warburton does too. I think Patrick Warburton does a pretty good job, but I don't know. I can't decide between Tim Allen and Patrick Warburton because they both do a very good job voicing Buzz. Patrick Warburton does not try. I don't think he tries to, imitate Tim Allen's voice, but he has a really good voice himself. So I don't know. But Buzz Lightyear's also been voiced by I think other people in like video games and stuff too. I think so. I don't know. But the fact that they're bringing back Tim Allen is definitely really cool, and I really like that. But I don't know. But I don't know. But I don't know. But like I said, I would love to see Tim Allen voice Buzz Lightyear again. Like I said, he does a really good job. But I don't know. But the thing is, though, here's speaking of voicing characters, this is actually something that might be a problem in this movie, though. See, if you guys don't know Toy Story 4, I brought this up too, in Toy Story 4. Most of the original cast, are the characters, in the first Toy Story movie, do not play roles. They have like some speaking roles, but that's about it in Toy Story 4. The problem is a lot of the voice actors passed away. A lot of them passed away. Mr. Potato Head, the guy who played him, passed away. I think before, I don't remember if he passed away before or after the movie, but I know they pushed him aside. I know the voice actor for Slinky passed away. I think they might have gave him another voice actor, I think, because he did speak a little bit in Toy Story 3, but the problem is a lot of the characters were starting to get pushed aside and didn't have a lot of speaking roles because the voice actors passed away. So this could be a problem. This could be a problem for Toy Story 5 because the voice actor for Mrs. Potato Head, I believe, passed away, I think, last year. I think so when she passed away. So this could be definitely a problem. Which means we could be dealing with a problem where like, once again the characters are pushed aside, or they could just reuse lines. I don't know. I mean, at this point we got AI technology, but even then, I'm like, why can't they just replace the voice actors? You know, they've done it before. Like I said, they actually had someone else voice Buzz Lightyear in the movie. And then I think they got and they might have someone else for Slinky. I'm not sure, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know what. Like I said, they could do a lot of. They could like replace all the voice actors, but I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they might either use AI technology or they might just push them aside again, and that would be a problem because you know, I mean, I liked Slinky. I definitely liked Mr. Potato Head. I think he was one of the best characters in the franchise. I liked his sassy, dramatic, you know, personality. I think I don't think he was dramatic, but he was like a sassy character. I liked him. He was really funny. Especially in Toy Story 2 and 3, he was definitely like one of the best characters. Obviously, no one could probably replace Buzz Lightyear. I think he was the best character of all, but the fact that, you know, again, in Toy Story 4, he barely played a role at all. Like, he only had a couple of lines, and that was about it. He was mostly just pushed aside because the voice actor, I think, passed away. Because I think he did pass away. I know his wife, Mrs. Potato Head's voice actor, passed away a couple years after this movie came out. So she was still alive when this movie came out. But I know she's dead now, so the fact that they, again, would bring back, you know, these characters, but not have them play any roles or just give them a couple lines, that would kind of suck, you know? And again, they can reuse lines, but, I mean, at this point, like, I mean, I know some people are like, well, they want to respect the people who played them who passed away. I mean, I've heard that. I heard people say that. But I'm like, at this point, if you're going to continue a series or a franchise, why not just bring back, you know, the voice actors, you know? Why not just bring back, like, have someone else voice the characters instead of either killing them off or pushing them to the side? Because, I mean, at that point, then why even make a movie at all? Because then or a franchise. They're basically destroying, you know, what made the show or movie franchise good to begin with. They did the exact same thing in Family Guy and stuff. They either, instead of, you know, replacing the voice actors like Adam West, who, by the way, was a great character, they just kill his character off and replace him with a freaking character that's, you know, voiced by a talented guy, but it's not even close to as good as, you know, Adam West himself. So I don't know. I mean, that's definitely a problem I have with Hollywood, and I get that, again, like, once again, I get that, you know, that some people, you know, like, especially their, like, friends or people who are friends or are relatives to their, you know, the people who passed away, you know, you want to respect them and let them rest in peace, but I think it would be cool to keep their character alive. Then you can, even though they're dead, you know, you can still remember them. I don't know. Down the road, I'm planning on making a video talking about this, separately, but I just wanted to bring that up because, yeah, that's a big problem with Toy Story 4. But I could definitely see them probably doing that. So I've talked about a few things. The last thing I want to talk about, though, is because at this point I feel like I've kind of run out of because I really don't know what they're gonna do with the other story. Though I don't know what they're gonna do. Like I said, at this point, when they make like 4 Toy Story movies, it's kind of hard to really tell anything else. I mean, when Toy Story 3 was coming out, people could still make prediction videos for Toy Story 4 because there were still things to talk about. But now that we got Toy Story 5 and Woody's gone, I feel like I can only think of stuff for Woody's side with Andy and stuff. So I could probably see them doing that. I could definitely see them bring back Andy and all that. Which again, I might make some people upset because I feel like Woody was more happy being, a lost toy with his girlfriend, Bo Peep. I think that was, honestly, I know some people don't like that ending, but I actually like it, considering I did not like the movie at all. I did like the way it ended, because I feel like, honestly, if you were a toy like Woody, I mean, I get it's a cartoon, I get you're not supposed to compare a cartoon to a reality, but in this case, honestly, Woody has been through so much. He's been with 2 owners and all that, and both of them have eventually grew unattached to him, so I can totally see why he would leave, But I don't know, but I mean, like I said, I feel like him going back to Andy, he's gonna go through the whole thing again, and he'll go through the whole thing again with his kids and all that, and I don't know, I don't feel like, I mean, again, it would still give him a happy ending, but then the audience is like, well, he already had a happy ending. Then it can be played with, all that, like at a fair or something. I don't know. It just seems kind of weird. I don't know. But I don't know. But I don't know. I feel like, like I said, it's just kind of, like I said, that's why Toy Story 5 is kind of unnecessary. But I don't know. I mean, again, it would be cool to see Andy again. That would be cool. But hear Tim Allen voice Buzz Lightyear once again. But I mean, at this point, like I said, Tim Allen, I believe, has voiced Buzz Lightyear in like 4 of the movies already. And I mean, say what you want about Toy Story 4. I mean, for people who don't like it, but like myself, but we still had 3 good movies. Well, I thought the 3rd one was alright, but I still thought there was really good moments in that movie. It was still good, and I mean, it wasn't great, but it did have like good moments I liked, like Mr. Potato Head and all that. Then we had, the Buzz Lightyear cartoon. I think they should have just left with Toy Story 3 at this point. I think that was a better option, because at that point there wasn't really a whole lot to Toy Story 4 besides seeing Bonnie's side of the story, because we could have just, audience could have just guessed all that, I mean, there were sweet moments, but I don't know, but anywho, before I do let this video go, I do want to talk about one more thing. When could this movie be released? Because as for right now, there is no like release date for this movie. I have a feeling they could release it in 2025. I could see them releasing it there. You might be asking, why 2025? Why then? Why not 2026 or something? Well, I mean, they could release it then if there's issues or something, or they may just release it just because. But I can see them more likely releasing it in 2025 because the reason why I think they could probably do that is because that's when the very first Pixar movie came out. And Pixar's been around before that. They made shorts and stuff, but their big thing was their movies. Their shorts were where they got started, like Blue Sky and stuff. Blue Sky Studios was the same way. They started off with shorts. and all that, but before they actually made movies like in 2002 and stuff with Ice Age and stuff. But they also started off with shorts. But the fact that, the very first movie is Toy Story, that would be a good way to celebrate it, and I can see them doing that, but I don't know. Like I said, with this movie feels like I said, it's just another sequel to a franchise we don't really need. That was the same way with Toy Story 4. A lot of people even people who say it's good are like, I feel like it's good, but some people really like it, but they still think it probably would have been better off without a fourth movie, again, there's not really much they added to it, but I don't know. But, the fact they're making a fifth one now, that definitely could be a problem. But I don't know, but, they could make sequels. They're making sequels all the time for DreamWorks and stuff, but DreamWorks, can have more ideas, It's not like they're milking all the movies to death. Like, some of the movies have had, like, Madagascar has had, like, 3 movies and all that. They've had 3 movies. But they had 3 of them and all that, and all that. And I think there was supposed to be a 4th. The 4th one was supposed to be the finale. It was, but there's a lot more you could, tell with those movies than, toys. It's kind of hard to tell, a multiple stories with toys, just because they're toys, they don't do a whole lot except get played with. There's only, one thing you can tell with them, Trying to find their owner or something like that, it's kind of hard to tell. But, I'm not saying that Toy Story 5 will be bad, but the fact that we have already had 4 of them, and by the 4th one, like I said, at that point, I didn't like the movie. That's not because, they ran out of ideas. That's because they, again, destroyed the characters and made them unlikable jackasses in the movie, and I did not like that. I especially didn't like how they pushed Woody aside and made him not the leader of the toys, despite, again, him being the leader of the toys for 3 movies, instead he gets replaced by a doll. I guess they were probably trying to maybe they were trying to give him a reason to want to leave, but they already had that with Forky and stuff, So Forky jumped out the window and stuff and all that. So I don't know. I don't get it. But yeah, I don't get it though. So, but it's just kind of again, it's kind of like one of those things. Like I said, that could be good, but at the same time, at this point, there's not really much you could tell of it. But I don't know. They can still tell it apart, like us with Andy and stuff. But I don't know. Like I said, at this point, it feels like they're gonna start repeating themselves and all that, and they were starting to kind of do that with, I think, Ice Age. They were starting to I guess they kind of did. They had, in the 5th movie, they had Scrat, once again cause, the world to get destroyed and all that, the same way he did in the 4th movie. And all that. So, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know, but like I said, it's not always necessary. Like with Shrek, they're making a 5th movie of Shrek too, but actually Shrek was supposed to have a 5th movie originally anyway. He was supposed to have one more movie, that was the thing, and then that was it. But they continue, they make 10 Shrek movies, and I'm at that point, yeah, that definitely probably be too many, but again, some people might like sequels too to see their favorite characters on screen again, which is fine, I agree, but at one point in time, you just gotta accept that eventually they're just gonna start running out of ideas to tell with the characters. At that point, you might as well just make a TV show about it, They've already made one with Buzz Lightyear, why not make one with the toys? I don't know. At this point, like I said, it's just kind of unnecessary, but that's kind of why I don't really want to talk about, the other sequels too, because for one, I have not seen Frozen 2, so I can't tell you guys my prediction videos for Frozen 3. And then another thing is, like, with Zootopia, like, I don't even know, like, I mean, I've seen Zootopia, that was a really good movie, but at that point, I don't know where they could go from there, you know, I don't know. So, I don't know, but at this point, I think I'm probably going to go ahead and just let this go and let you guys go from here. If you guys want to tell me you guys' predictions in the comments below, you guys can let me know. Once again, I know a lot of people are not looking forward to this, because either way is probably going to mess with people's emotions in the wrong way, because, like I said, in one hand, it's going to bring back, you know, it's going to bring back, you know, Woody and all that, which is fine, but on the other hand, it's going to kind of destroy his happy ending, which either way is going to make people upset, because on one hand, it's going to be like, he's going to return to Andy and all that, and, which is fine and all, but then other people might think, like, what about Bonnie? And I don't know, it's just, like I said, it's just going to probably turn people the wrong way, either way, I don't know. I mean, they could make it work, but I don't know. But at this point, I think I'm going to go ahead and let things go, because honestly, I got other videos I need to make, and I'm also going to be making some food, so I need to get that going. But anywho, guys, I'll see you guys later. Like I said, leave your thoughts in the comments below if you guys want to. And see you guys later. Bye-bye.